By the way, let us not idolize Donald Trump. I mean, one of the things is what's really funny is I think Trump is doing a really good job, but that points to something. And I think, by the way, it is true that the fact that they're just toying around, how's your life? I think things are going pretty well. People have work. They're doing their work. Life takes place on the ground. It doesn't take place in Washington, D.C. It takes place at your house. It takes place at my house. That's where life takes place. That's where the country is built. That's where things are actually done. They're not done in the Capitol. They're done in your home, in your living room, where you're raising your kids, at your work, where you're doing your job. That's where America happens. This is just a show. It's just a TV show. And the less they do, the better off we are. And that is actually the truth of it. And so what gets me about this is, look, Donald Trump may have a genius for what he's doing, but he's no genius. I don't think he's ever read the Constitution. I don't think he's an intellectual. I think his thoughts are he's got a good gut. He feels his way through things really well. He learns, he changes. I think that's something he doesn't get any credit for. He's an older guy, but he actually does change tactics and change avenues and just tries to get somewhere where he can accomplish something. I admire him for all those things, but he's no genius. He's not a genius. It's just that simple to make the country work. It is that simple. I mean, this is the thing that I believe. I've said this before, and I've said it, in speeches and things like this, but it's important that we are the beneficiaries of a revolution in understanding about the world. That revolution took place in about the 17th century through the 18th century, okay? It was the revolutionary understanding that God doesn't tinker with the universe, that he made the universe to work. That was what Isaac Newton discovered. It's not that Isaac Newton didn't believe in God. He did believe in God. He just believed that God had made a machine that worked. He didn't have to sit there and go, oh, I'm going to push the earth like this, and the earth would do what it was going to do. Adam Smith followed that up by saying the same thing about the economy. The economy works through invisible means. If people are left alone, each person will try to improve his lot, and that will raise all ships. And essentially, the founders of the country followed that up and saying, oh, the country can be made by people on the ground if we leave them alone. It's that easy. It's really interesting. Today, there's a piece, we had Myron Magnet on. I can't remember if it was earlier this week or last week. I think it was last week. Brilliant man, Myron Magnet. Just a brilliant guy. He's written a new book about Clarence Thomas. And he has an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal about Clarence Thomas. And he says some of the things that he said on the show. But when he writes, just like Thomas Sowell is like this too. These brilliant guys. Thomas Sowell, Antonin Scalia is like this. Who's the other one? Shelby Steele is like this. They write with such simplicity that when you read it, you think like, oh, yeah, I know that. I know that. Because the truth makes sense. The truth is simple, right? So if it's so easy, if all they have to do is leave us alone, dial back the regulations, dial back the taxes, if that's all you have to do, if even reality TV show guy Donald Trump can do it, if even Donald Trump can make the country do well, why doesn't everybody do it? And the answer is because human beings are fallen and they want things that don't happen when we let the world take care of itself, like